The candidates in New Jersey's hotly contested 3rd Congressional District are making their final pitches to voters on this election day. Democrat Andy Kim is trying to unseat Republican incumbent Tom MacArthur. A lot of national interest in this race. Eyewitness News reporter David Spunt is at MacArthur headquarters in Toms River tonight. David?
Hey, Yuki, this is a big one, and it's expected to be close. Representative MacArthur won 60% of the vote just last time. We don't know what we're going to be seeing in a few hours when the polls close. However, a lot of people believe this will be a close one. The congressman will make his way here to Ocean County just after 8 o'clock tonight to greet people here. Now, we did reach out to somebody from his campaign to see if anybody would be available to speak to us right now. We're told that they're not going to be here until a few hours. They're expecting a victory party here tonight, Yuki. Now, the congressman, he came to Washington in 2015. As I said, he won with 60% of the vote last time. Several other Republicans in the state have really highlighted their disagreements with the White House and President Trump. Not Congressman Tom MacArthur. I want you to look right now. This is some literature being passed around here on all the tables. It says secure borders, lower taxes, and American jobs. All things President Donald Trump has highlighted in his past 2 years in the office, something that Congressman Tom MacArthur is also highlighting. Again, nobody here from the campaign right now, but we are expecting the congressman, family, friends, people here, and they're looking to celebrate tonight a little bit after 8 o'clock when those polls close, but certainly expected to be a close one. They're reporting live in Toms River, Ocean County. David Spunt, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Yuki and Jessica, back to you.
And David, we'll see you throughout the evening. Thanks so much. Now to our Cleve, Bryan. He's at the election night headquarters of Democrat Andy Kim in Mount Laurel. Cleve, good evening.
Good evening. Well, the party will kick off here in a couple hours once the polls close. We are here at the Westin in Mount Laurel, and the question is, will this be a victory party for first-time congressional candidate Democrat Andy Kim? Kim casting his ballot this morning in Bordentown. He grew up in Marlton, was a Rhodes Scholar, and studied international affairs, serving as a national security advisor to former President Barack Obama's administration. Kim says he wants to unseat incumbent MacArthur to protect health care benefits. New Jersey's 3rd district is a swing district, most recently voting Republican, but there are strong ties to Democrats in portions of Burlington County. MacArthur has easily won the district twice, but recent polls have Kim and MacArthur in a statistical tie. Flipping the seat from Republican, the Democrat could play a key role in the battle to control Congress. So lots of outside money being spent on Kim and MacArthur. And we are with Kim's spokesperson, Forrest Riley. So this has been a busy week. I mean, just give us a sense of what it's like for a candidate the week of the election.
Well, like you said, it's really busy. You know, Andy has been crossing this district about every day for the last 2 weeks, talking with voters in both counties. So he's been trying to stay busy, and we've been making sure that he is.
Okay, so a little bit of a relief, I'm sure, because there's not much more you can do at this point besides sit back and see the results. But what is the feeling just a couple hours from the closing of the polls?
We feel good. With Andy crossing the district so much, we're seeing a lot of support. Just this weekend, we had a great get out the vote effort. We saw thousands of people knocking doors. It was fantastic to see. So we're feeling good and hoping to figure out what the voters think around 8 o'clock.
And we will know very soon. We are live in Mount Laurel. Cleve, Bryan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.